The House is expected to vote on a bill that would cut funding for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. In the past, President Trump has criticized public broadcasters for being critical of his administration.
That $1 billion helps pay for PBS stations, National Public Radio, and a lot of other public broadcasters. 12 News journalist William Pitts explains what's at stake for Arizonans.
Sunny days, sweet the night.
It's not so sunny on Sesame Street right now.
That makes me so mad. Roar!
And Daniel Tiger has a reason to be mad.
Sesame Street!
Congress's plan to cut public broadcasting funding won't shut down these shows, but it will impact how or if you can watch them, and a lot more.
We weren't relying on federal dollars for everything we do, but it made everything we do possible.
At Arizona PBS, they've been planning for this. More than $2 million will be cut from the station's budget.
No, it's a significant impact, and so it's going to have reverberations all across the organization.
They think the station can absorb the hit, or at least figure out how to survive. But
there are small universities, small public universities in places like Oklahoma and Indiana that are already talking about getting out of the business.
Meaning PBS in those communities will just go dark.
What we have determined, and we've been thinking about this for several months, is that it will not affect staff.
At KJZZ and KBOC in Tempe, they're talking 10% of the budget. Not easy for a classical and NPR station to absorb, even with the pledge drives that make up most of the budget.
For the small communities and places that are just outside of the metros, it's going to be devastating.
Radio is their way that they get information.
Brian Wadsworth represents those small communities. Native Public Media has a network of 59 radio stations across Indian country. Some broadcast in native languages. All of them get most of their funding from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
And these stations provide life-saving information to their communities, as well as providing, cultural content, cultural preservation, which is important for our indigenous communities, and providing information that's going on within the communities from their tribal councils, from their government.
The bill going through Congress would zero out the Corporation for Public Broadcasting's federal budget. The grant money to fund those stations would end nationwide. And the future of public media is in question. William Pitts, 12 News.
All right, Will, thanks.